What do you call a turtle with someone on its back? Michelle. Hey everyone, Big Pauly back for a brand new movie review. Back to review the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie for Jamie. Yes, dude, this ain't no cartoon. Don't think I ever watched any of the cartoons anyway. Cartoons anyway. Yes, this is from 1990, I believe. Growing up, I was never familiar with the Turtles. I really didn't like the Power Rangers. 90s, I was at work, so I bypassed all that lot. I grew up on things like Knight Rider, Airwolf, Street Hawk, all that kind of stuff. So what did I think of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie? It was entertaining. There was a lot of, obviously being in the 90s, there's a lot of 90s talk, a lot of street talk from New York, you know, the way they act. Typical like New York street teenagers. Basically, there's a crime wave going across New York City. Purse snatching, muggings, all that kind of stuff. And these four turtles raise from the, I wouldn't say murky depths, because it's actually quite clean down there in the sewers. Where's all the floating pieces of poo and everything? Yes, they emerge from the sewers and start helping out by trying to put an end to all this crime wave in New York. Now, the turtles themselves all wear different coloured pieces of fabric. Yes, so that you can tell them apart. And their names: Donatella Versace, Raphael Chocolate, Leonardo da Vinci, and Michelangelo's 16th Chapel. Yes, 16th. They live down in the sewers and they are trained and taught by a giant rat called Splinter. I'm sure there's a wood joke in there somewhere. Basically what happened 15 years ago, they were all down in the sewers, normal size, and they went and trod in some green toxic goo. And they ended up growing in size and talking. Yes. So you've got four giant turtles and a giant rat. Am I really reviewing this? So basically there are these street gangs that are going around terrorising the folks of New York City. And they're all part of this gang led by somebody called Shredder. First name Paper, I'm pretty sure. Before you know it, you've got teams of these martial arts wielding Japanese assassins all going after these turtles as they're interrupting their supply chain and they're taking over of New York streets. You do have a news reporter who gets caught up in all of this, who befriends the turtles, played by, I believe, is it Judith Hogue? And there's also a renegade running around New York, played by a very young Elias Koteas or Koteas. I never know how to pronounce his name, but he's got long hair. He doesn't quite look right with long hair. There is actually also a few glimpses of a very young Sam Rockwell, which kind of took me by surprise. I was like, hang on a minute, that looks like, and I had to look it up, and it was. So there's lots of New York slang. There's the famous phrase, cowabunga. And there's awesome, excellent man. And the chemistry between all of these turtles are like one big happy family. Lots of like brothers and looking out for one another, having each other's backs. Shells. They also love pizza. That's right, I couldn't get a pizza. I've already had my dinner today, but they love pizza. Although they probably wouldn't like my pizza, because my favourite pizza is Hawaiian. They'd probably spit at it. But yes, totally 90s, 90s action, 90s look, 90s clothes, 90s soundtrack. Maybe some of the martial arts moves are a little bit over the top, kind of exaggerated. Some of the dialogue can come across as a little bit cheesy, kind of like mentor, I am your master, kind of like the Ghost Obi-Wan. Splinter's like the Mr. Miyagi and the Mickey, you know, from Rocky films, to the Turtles. I thought it was very entertaining. It was only an hour and a half. I know this is one of Jamie's favourite films, or maybe his favourite film. For me, yes, it was entertaining, but I still prefer the Michael Bay movies, more so the first film. The acting was good. As I say, sometimes the acting is a bit over the top, especially from the Turtles. But the acting on the human side was pretty good. It's the first time I've ever heard a rat speak with a Japanese accent. So there's a first for everything. But mainly, it was an entertaining film. The picture quality was really good, really solid. Even the dark scenes down in the sewers were dark. There was no washed out greys or anything like that. The sound was actually Dolby Digital 5.1. Solid soundtrack, lots of use of bass. The surrounds were good, the dialogue was good. Sometimes down in the sewers you could hear drips of water coming from behind your head. There are some special features on this Blu-ray, which was sent to me very kindly by my good friend Jamie. I did put it in a slim green case, as it suits it in a green case, yes. How would I rate the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie, on a scale of 1 to 10? I'm going to rate it at 7 green turtle heads, yes. It was an entertaining film. It's not one of the best. I wouldn't say it's an absolutely brilliant film and up there with the best, but that's just my opinion. But I was entertained by it. So I hope you enjoyed my review of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 90s movie. Like the video by giving it 2 thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Comment down below if you like this one, or if you prefer the Michael Bay ones. And I shall see you on the next video. Bye!